Hello everybody, my name is Casey Atkinson and I'm an 18-year-old runner who reviews shoes here on YouTube. And today we are going to be doing a first impressions video on the Nike VOMERO 17. I've heard a lot of good things about this shoe. Nike has had a bit of a problem with their trainers in recent years. They've been making phenomenal racing shoes, but their trainers have been lacking a bit, which is why people have been opting for other brands. But I've heard good things about the Nike VOMERO 17, so I picked a pair up and let's see how they go. Let's take them out for a run. An easy 12k, and let's get straight into this first impressions of the Nike VOMERO 17. So for this first impressions, we'll go over the specs, then the overview, and then how was my first run in the shoe, and then we will do a full review later on when I've done a bit more Ks in the shoe, and I'll go through how I will use the shoe moving forward in my rotation. But first up, for the specs, the VOMERO 17 has 39 mils of stack height in the heel, with a 10mm drop giving us 29 in the forefoot. Nike has reported the weight on their website in a US 10, which is a bit interesting because they usually report it in a US 9, but nevertheless it has 298 grams or 10.5 ounces. So in terms of weight, it's right in the mix there with all of the other daily trainers, if not a touch on the heavier side. So for the overview, we've got a engineered mesh upper, and for the midsole we have a layer of ZoomX foam on top and a layer of Cushlon foam on the bottom, so a FIBA on top and a standard EVA on the bottom. And for the outsole we've got a nice thick layer of rubber here, just Nike's standard waffle outsole. So now for my first impressions, how was my first run in the Nike VOMERO 17? And I'm just going to say, wow, I was really impressed with this shoe. Had a great time in it. I have to say, I really love the upper on the shoe. It fit really nicely, and the engineered mesh isn't too much. There's not a copious amount of padding, but there's not too little either. Just enough where it is both breathable but also really comfortable at the same time. Really good fit in the heel, midfoot, and in the toe box. Honestly, extremely comfortable. And for this shoe, I really thought I was going to be focusing on the midsole, but I can't just get over how comfortable the upper is. Nike's done a really good job here. But yeah, onto the midsole now. The ZoomX and the Cushlon foam really complement each other really nicely. The soft ZoomX on top gave a really nice feel on landing, and the Cushlon on the bottom was really nice too. It's a bit firmer, but adds some stability to the ZoomX and gives you like a nice platform to push off of. So yeah, really enjoyed the ride on this one. I don't usually tend to like higher drops like 10 mil in this shoe, but the Nike VOMERO 17 really worked well for me. The 10 mil drop wasn't a problem, even though I usually prefer a 4 to 6 mil drop. But yeah, it just worked surprisingly well. So yeah, a high level cushioning here. I felt really well supported throughout my run. It also has a very natural feeling underfoot, like there's no rocket in here or anything, like it's very flexible. So it has more of that traditional shoe feeling. I'll have to do some more testing on it in terms of going for a long run in it, and also maybe trying to pick up the pace as well, just to give it a good test at a variety of different paces and see what the shoe is really about. And like I said earlier in the video, there's a lot of rubber on the outsole, so a great amount of durability here, and I honestly don't think it's too much. It'll give the shoe a very long lifespan, and I can see it lasting a very long time. So yeah, Nike's done really well with the VOMERO 17. They've actually put out a competitive daily trainer that is right up there with the best daily trainers on the market in 2024. It feels really similar to another shoe, which is the Adidas Boston 12. We've got the same kind of setup here with a EVA foam on the bottom and a top of the line PEBA foam on top. And I think these two have really similar characteristics. The Boston 12 is one of my favorite all-time shoes, so it is a good sign that I'm comparing the VOMERO 14 to the Boston. The Adidas Boston 12 is my current long run shoe, so I will have to test the VOMERO on a long run as well to see how they compare. The main difference between these shoes is that the Adidas Boston 12 has the energy rods in the midsole, which I think makes it feel a bit more aggressive than the VOMERO 17. The VOMERO 17 feels a little bit more laid back and more of a daily trainer, and the Boston 12 kind of feels like a shoe that you could pick up the pace a little bit more in. But yeah, we can save a comparison video like that for another day. But yeah, that's my first impressions video of the Nike VOMERO 17 all wrapped up. As I said earlier, I'll be releasing the full review for this in the future once I have a few more miles on it. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this video. I bought this shoe specifically to make a couple of YouTube videos on it, so your support would be much appreciated. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see everyone in the next one. See ya!